Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Oh my god!
Hold on!
Can't this thing move faster? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god!
Everybody, welcome back. We are inside the Institute. We're supposed to be talking to the division heads. And also, we met up with Patriot, who wants to help a bunch of synths escape. I haven't followed through with that just yet, because I do want to meet these division leaders first and kind of see what the plan is, if we can.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry.
I didn't mean to hit that.
This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Anyways.
Scanning. Subject identified.
So SRB must be like the security area.
Report anything suspicious to the
To
SRB.
knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades
You're
I
here.
asked for.
Glad
Maybe
you
I should
made it.
take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Okay.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
It's not all peaceful here at the Institute. I'm taking all this stuff because I have energy cells, which are actually kind of hard to come by. Don't mind me, I'm just going to sit down at your computer. Awkwardly. Reclamation target tracking. Unit at large. Investigation underway. Then the courser. Last sighting, good neighbor. No recent sightings. Unit believed to be in railroad custody. Mem wipe likely performed by now. Okay. S943. Unit at large. Investigation suspended. Last sighting, Boston Airport. Really? So that would be with the Brotherhood. Investigation suspended. Area deemed too hazardous at this time. Okay, that makes sense. B592. Unit located. Reclamation scheduled. Libertalia Raider Stronghold. Okay, interesting. Unit B592 has been memory wiped by railroad agents. New identity is Gabriel. Unit now leads Raider gang based at Libertalia. Shows highly aggressive tendencies. Has killed several dozen rivals and civilians. Suspect brain damage resulting from mem wipe process. Okay. K823 destroyed. Remains located northeast of Saugus Ironworks. Units remains discovered near Saugus Ironworks and returned to Robotics Division. Unit destroyed by multiple gunshot wounds. Suspect raiders based out of Saugus Ironworks. Okay. L337 unit large. Last sighting Corvega. Unit has been memory wiped. New identity is Leo. Exercise extreme caution. Unit has been trained by railroad and is proficient with several weapons. Unit has evaded capture twice and wounded coursers on both occasions. I wonder if that's... It's not the Corvega plant then, I don't think. Okay, the following individuals have proven useful in our reclamation operations. In exchange for caps, these persons have in the past provided information on escape synth sightings and suspected railroad activities. If you make a new contact, add that individual to the database. Cricket. Oh, that little drug dealing skank. She's an informant. Tommy Longan? Tommy. Oh, well, he's Kate's guy. Trash Can Carla. Interesting. Doc Weathers. Doc Weathers is in... I think in the main city. AJ, I don't know, we met him or her. Morawski, Chem Supplier, Good Neighbor. Lucas is... Wow, all these guys are informants, huh? And Henry Cook. Diamond City, that's what I was looking for. Let's see this doctor again. Oh, this is the guy that's on the move. Okay. Basically, any of them that are like mobile merchants essentially are informants.
This must be a little overwhelming for you.
Look at your black lab coat. 2 intelligence. Can't be worn under anything though. Doesn't look black to me either. I don't think having any of the Institute grenades would be a good idea, because I don't know why I would ever want to summon one.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
I'm supposed to talk to you.
Doctor.
So, here you are.
Here I am.
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I shot it a bunch of times in the chest. Yeah, it was useless.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who were you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Interesting. I wonder who these VIP guys he's just talking about are. I hope those things aren't heavy. Yeah, they're not.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Hey.
Pardon me, sir.
Okay.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hey.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
You sound like you're really whining.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. I guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Well, the people here don't
Always be vigilant.
seem all that bad, but
Suspicious synth activity.
where does
Reported
this go?
immediately.
Let's check out this terminal. Our new visitor. As you know, Father has granted full access to our new visitor from the surface. That includes the entirety of the SRB. While we must accommodate Father's wishes in this matter, we must also remain diligent. Refrain from discussing any sensitive information, especially the ongoing investigation involving the Gen 3 synths. In an ideal world, the Railroad will have had no influence on our new guest. We do not live in an ideal world. Alright, this guy is correct. Due to recent developments in our ongoing investigation into the missing synths, I am adjusting our policy regarding discussions of this subject with personnel outside of SRB. In brief, details of the investigation are now classified and cannot be shared with anyone other than SRB personnel. And even then, such conversations can take place only here in the SRB facility. Those who are found to be in violation of this policy will face the strictest discipline. Infiltration Unit McDonough. I'm starting to wonder if M762, the Infiltrator Unit McDonough, hasn't begun to outlive its usefulness. I don't know that. I know that name, but I don't know who it is. Assuming the identity of Diamond City's mayor has provided us... Oh, okay. That's who it is. The mayor. Assuming the identity of Diamond City's mayor has provided us with invaluable intelligence over the years. But suspicions have only continued to mount. This latest incident, the publication of that newspaper article specifically calling McDonough's humanity into question, might just be the tipping point. I've spoken with Io, and we both agree. If the situation does become unstable, reclamation seems unfeasible. M762 was specifically engineered to mimic the actual human McDonough. As such, the unit's synthetic biology is that of someone overweight and grossly out of shape. A memory wipe would kill any psychological weaknesses attributed to self-perceived old age, but that body lost cause. The real irony here is that M762 is in one of its dispatches back to the Institute, requested a future posting in the coursers, citing loyalty and years of service. It's probably supposed to be service. It says surface. And that request alone was evidence of enough self-awareness and independence to completely eliminate him from contention. Never mind the fact that he wouldn't even fit into the uniform. Determination. When and if M762's identity is eventually compromised, the unit is effectively decommissioned in field. No reclamation, no Institute assistance. Given its relative age and physical condition, not to mention the danger inherent in an infiltrator's unit's discovery, future lifespan estimated at 2 weeks maximum. Further lifespan estimated at 2 weeks maximum. Okay, it has come to my attention that certain colleagues who are dissatisfied with our policies and procedures have, on more than one occasion, tried to circumvent our established process for registering their complaints with Father, and have tried to gain access to our secure facilities in order to complain in a more direct manner. I'm sure I need not remind you that the SRB is off limits to all personnel not assigned to this division. Do not allow yourself to be browbeaten, cajoled, intimidated, or otherwise manipulated into allowing anyone who lacks the appropriate clearance to enter the SRB. Failure to uphold this mandate will result in severe discipline. Power conservation. As you're all aware, Father has asked that we monitor our power usage carefully and try to be as efficient as possible. As a point of personal emphasis, we should strive to be efficient in anything we do, but our division has needs that are unique among the various branches of the Institute. The fact is, sometimes our operations require resources that we cannot readily disclose due to the sensitive nature of what we do. I place my trust in your judgment. If you require additional power or any other resources to carry out your work, then take what you need. Consult me if you have any concerns or questions, but know that the responsibility of meeting your project deadlines falls upon your shoulders, and I won't accept limited power availability as an excuse for failing to meet those deadlines. In short, do what you need to do, and if anyone objects to the way in which we carry out our work, I will deal with those objections myself. Oops, hold on, there's other ones. That's 361 count bottle caps. Fusion cells, withdrawal 1, rifle armament. X688's withdrawing a bunch of stuff. Huh. I gotta find that guy's serum as well. It's no longer a quest for me, though, so maybe I'll just find it along the way. Who knows what this thing is? It's terrible looking. Okay, we got one more division head to meet.
Sir.
It's cool. The elevator's like a... Guessing it's supposed to be like a double helix kind of thing? Alright, now that's pretty sweet. I thought it was just the stairs had a waterfall in it, but it's just a glass stair over waterfall. Still cool looking though.
Hi, mister.
I wish you could have known Father as we have. Good evening.
You're weird.
Hey, pal.
I thought all the surface people looked like monsters. But you seem pretty normal. Quentin is such a liar. How would he know what the surface is like? He's never been up there.
Okay.
Good to see you.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
I would be happy to assist you.
Hey there.
Do you require anything?
No. So, if we're gonna find that serum anywhere, bioscience would be the place. Okay guys, we're back. Sorry, we crashed there, and that means that I had to reload all the way back outside of the Institute and go back through it. So I kind of rushed it, went through, talked to the people I already talked to. I probably didn't pick up nearly as much stuff just because I was in a hurry. And I haven't talked to everybody I talked to before, just the ones we had to. But we were on our way into bioscience, so let's see if we can get in there without crashing again. Parched from water, let me drink that. I also just saved right outside of here, so if it happens again, it won't be that big of a deal. Alright, didn't crash. This is the last person we have to talk to. There we go.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
That's one division that we weren't going to, apparently, was robotics.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
So I've been thinking about this. I still don't want to join them, but Desdemona did ask us to get in bed with them if we could. So maybe what I don't want to do is accept it with that premise, like, oh, let's embed in there, and then turn out that I just made an irrevocable
it's
decision.
All right. No hurry.
But I think we'll try it.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Dr. Clayton is very happy.
Is there anything I can...
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
I'm not done.
Something I can do for you?
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Well, I think real gorillas can become spontaneously aggressive as well. Okay, so we need to see if we can find that serum in here. Gonna guess it's in here if it's anywhere. Look at the terminal later. Get a couple terminals. Okay, let's check those out then. Special guest has arrived. Now that our guest of honor is here, I want to remind everyone to be polite, accommodating, and welcoming. It's not often we receive visitors from the surface, and this occasion is more special than most. I know I can count on all of you to extend a hand of friendship and greet our visitor with the utmost hospitality. Let's embrace this exciting event and make the best first impression we possibly can. Okay, when we first implemented the new power efficiency guidelines, I was proud at how well we were able to meet those standards with only a minimal impact on our productivity. It was a daunting challenge, but we rose to meet it. Lately, however, we've been getting lax in our habits. Too often I'm finding lights and equipment left on when they shouldn't be, and the environmental settings have been changed without my authorization. Let's rededicate ourselves to doing what's right for the needs of the Institute as a whole. After all, this isn't just our home. It's a home for the future generations who will carry on the great work of building a better future. I have some exciting news to share with all of you. Father has approved the next phase of my proposed synth zoology initiative, and I'm already in the process of setting up a schedule for the initial prototype phase. As has always been the case, this is a low priority project, but those of you who find yourselves with free time are welcome to contribute. I'll need to make a few preliminary decisions, not the least of which is what kind of creature we'll want to replicate. I don't have to tell you how eager I am to begin, and I can't wait to see what amazing things we can do given our recent advances in synth development. Well, what was that other one? pH levels. Is it SZI Phase 2 Development? Synth Zoological Initiative Phase 2 Development Journal. Initial thoughts. What to create? We've engineered creatures that inhabit the sky and the land. The next logical step is a creature of the sea. The greatest challenge remains data collection, accurate measurements, behavioral data, life cycle, habitat, etc. Might Nahant have something useful? Note to self, request that we allocate a scavenger team to that area. So, which aquatic creature makes a good candidate? Start with size, nothing too large, nothing too small. Most promising candidates, genus Delphinus, genus Carcharinus? I don't know which. I don't even know what that is. On-site habitat will be a logistical challenge. Expansion of bioscience likely necessary, including large water tank. Many logistical challenges to implement. Facilities division likely to oppose this. Have to pitch this as the first step in a broader plan. What else can go in the aquatic habitat? Can we grow food there? What other experiments could we do? Could we develop underwater synth models to carry out seabed salvage operations? Probably far-fetched. Need to work on this more. We'll table this journal for the time being, focus on other priorities until they come up with more reasons that will benefit from the aquatic habitat. Can still gather data in the meantime. Warwick Homestead Initiative. This is that family they were talking about. The Warwick Homestead Initiative was conceived to facilitate field testing of various genetically modified specimens in the unique climate of the Commonwealth. It is hoped that we gain insight into the effects of trace radiation on the growth and development of said specimens. We of the Bioscience Division are in full agreement on the following hypothesis. Subjected to the proper levels of ambient radiation and soil pH, such as those found in the exceptionally fertile soil at Warwick Homestead, our modified seed specimens are likely to exhibit accelerated growth rate and twofold increase in size. Project implementation, stage 1. Using genetic manipulation, we will develop a unique breed of cucurbitacea with similar characteristics to those commonly farmed in the Commonwealth. Stage 2, acquire Roger Warwick, Patriarch of Warwick Homestead, and conduct a series of intensive interrogation sessions to learn all we can about his life and family. See, this is why these guys are messed up. Stage 3, with the intelligence gathered in Stage 2, create a synth replica of Roger Warwick and embed the unit on site at Warwick Homestead to oversee the operation directly. SRB will handle logistics of this aspect of the initiative. Stage 4, begin covert deliveries of prototype seed batches for planting. Stage 5, collect observational data from embedded unit. And Stage 6, when sufficient data has been collected, retrieve the synth unit and specimens for lab study, purge all surface evidence of the initiative. Oh, well, I always skip out. Behavioral anomaly. Director Holden, here are the details you requested regarding the gorilla behavioral anomalies. A total of 16 incidents of heightened aggression have been documented. Bioscience personnel who witnessed these events, myself included, would characterize the level of aggression displayed as extreme and dangerous. In all, 6 synth handlers have been destroyed by gorilla attacks. As for what triggers these behavioral changes, I speculate that it's a reaction to perceived conflict. Several attacks followed heated arguments that took place within earshot of the pen. Another occurred soon after the recent SRB security sweep. It seems clear there's a fault in the behavioral model. I doubt it can be corrected. I know you're against it, but I think we have to consider destroying them. Failing that, I recommend that all contact with the gorillas be limited to synth units only. Bioscience personnel should not be permitted to come into contact. The risk is simply too great. Okay, can't pick any of their plants. Still haven't found that guy's serum yet. I don't know. He didn't really tell us where to look.
That's it.
I didn't know that was going to take me somewhere else. Oh, wow. It's like a shut down, destroyed area. Or is this a vault that they like ran into? Could be like some kind of training zone.
Got it.
I hope I don't suddenly make this whole place hostile to me by being in here. Okay. Those things hurt a little bit. Let's go ahead and use a bandage. There's some machines moving around. I don't know where we're at. Okay, could be woman. Not. Can't be goals. Can't be views. Can't be boots. Can't be fines. It's got to be month.
Got it.
Alright, there's something alive in here.
Assaultron class combat negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Sultron, huh? We're going to want to use an explosive that does some damage here. But you know what? Maybe it's a good time for this. Maybe we can hit. Easy now. Huh. That did it. There might be another one back there. So we're going to go with a pulse grenade. Puncturing pipe wrench mod. Sure. I'm guessing this is like a lab that Virgil may have worked in. It's been shut down. It's just a guess, though. The area's pretty big. Was that a dead cat? Probably.
Yes.
So it's definitely a institute area. It's not like something they just ran into when they were digging. So they got all their stuff here. it's just a shut down portion of their cat meat. I doubt this terminal messes with those turrets, but might as well see. Yeah, I think it said never connected to, so it's going to be different. Okay, so we got a couple in there, obviously. All right, not too bad. I didn't hear any other movement. We didn't trip anything else out, so.
Nice.
Probably should have looked through the window before I decided to come in here. I'll just follow my sim advice. Oh, there's a... Who's that? Mutant? Is there a mutant or a ghoul?
Sweet.
Super mutant. For whatever reason. Kind of creepy. There's no music in here. Nothing there. All right. Okay, it can't be such a ruin. Roll. Duct, no. Did I miss it? Oh, such.
There we go.
Could very well be more turrets in here. What the hell? Definitely his lab. Question is, what were they working on? Were they working on trying to cure? I'm assuming they were working on trying to cure being a mutant. But maybe they were doing both, figuring out how to turn people into them as well. I don't know. Let's see if we can find out.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Okay, let's listen to the notes.
This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
Okay, so what does the virus do? Still don't know that.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division, March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board, exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Okay. I was curious to see if looks like someone threw a chair through this one, but anyways. There's this other door goes back into bioscience, so hopefully we get back in unnoticed. Well, there you go. That was easy enough.
Dr. Holdren's synth.
Alright, so what is our next step? Who am I missing?
Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Oh, it must be the robotics department. Really wish there was beds around this place.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Oh,
We don't
she's
usually
on the other
welcome
one.
outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here.
Was my quest to follow her? Oh, I was just to follow Liam.
Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe.
We've already heard
don't
this.
mind my ass.
I just wanted to find...
Now that you've found... Now, as you might guess, we maintain... There's a lot of... The work we do might not be so.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be... Take your time. Get yourself... If there's anything else...
Okay. We're good here.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
So what was that? I was supposed to use the network scanner holotape. We already kind of did that, but...
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
So I need a terminal I can use, which... That's the only one I found so far, really, that's been locked down.
Operating at full capacity.
Almost all done. All right, well, if you are so confident, then why don't I quiz you right now?
Wait. Actually, there might be something else I missed. I think I should read it again to be safe.
I may have to go into one of the other divisions to... Okay, well, we're not going to go in there just yet. There we go. Network scanner. Yeah, we did all that. Initiate network scan. Okay. Did I get my tape back? Okay, good. Alright, talk to Father. You can now fast travel to the Institute from anywhere in the Commonwealth and out of the Institute of the CIT ruins. Kinda want to take this elevator. Alright guys, so since I don't know how long this episode's been because of that crash, I'm gonna go and end it here. I think we'll go talk to Father, but if it goes to like finding escape sense and bringing it back, we're not going to do that. And then we'll go talk to that guy Liam. And I guess whatever that quest is, it may make all these guys hostile to us. I don't know. But alright guys, I know you have a choice where you watch your Fallout Let's Plays. Thank you for choosing One Night Sniper. Peace out everyone.